Vlog time. Hi guys, I'm in my regular seat. I'm sitting here enjoying myself already. Remember this? I, Peter, am an apostle on assignment by Jesus, the Messiah, writing to exiles scattered from the four winds. Not one is missing, not one is forgotten. God the Father has his eye on each of you. Stop. He has his eye on you. He is determined by the work of the Spirit to keep you obedient through the sacrifice of Jesus. May everything good from God be yours. My brothers and sisters, I pray that for you. God has his eye on you to keep you obedient through the sacrifice of Jesus. Remember that. I understand what that means. What a God we have. Verse 3. And how fortunate we are to have him. His Father is our Master Jesus. Because Jesus was raised from the dead, we've been given a brand new life. And we have everything to live for, including a future in heaven. And that future starts now. God is keeping careful watch over us and the future. The day is coming when you will have it all. Life healed and whole. I know this. I know how great this makes you feel, even though you have put up with all kinds of aggravation in the meantime. And I said I would start here, this next vlog, to kind of get you to understand, for those of you I spoke to you that was going through something, whether it be something in your health and in your strength, and the life that you're living. I get it, and you're dealing with things. But this verse that Peter puts together here is powerful. Pure gold, says in the next verse, God, pure gold put in the fire comes out of it proven pure. It's refined. It's made better. Genuine faith put through this suffering comes out proved genuine. Genuine. Perfect, as it's supposed to be. I could sit here and I could stop right there and tell you some of the things that I've gone through. And it is kind of hard for me to tell you. I don't understand how I am where I am today. And I'm sure I got a witness on the other side of it. You don't understand how you are where you are today. Had it not been for God on my side, if I could tell it all, I would tell it all. I would make sure you understood God was standing there with me. He allowed the Holy Spirit to push me or to pull me and sometimes even trip me into the places I'm supposed to be. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. And when it looks good on one side, and you're enjoying what you see on one side, and you're like, look at this other side over here. I believe, and I just trust God that much. Sometimes I believe God, he does put a Y in the road, and he doesn't say pick one, and one is going to be right and one will be wrong. He just says pick one and go. Because lo, I'm with you always. And I just believe sometimes we make too much out of it, trying to go through. When you go through things, guess what? You've got to, sometimes they're hard. Death is hard. Being broke is hard. Being ill is hard. Having someone else that you love, care for dearly, go through something, that's hard. These are hard times, and they get at you. Not having people come to church on Sunday. Ooh, this is from a pastor's perspective. Not having people lift their hands. Not having people praise the Lord. Not having people get involved. Not having people come to the altar. These things can work you. But you keep doing what God has told you to do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I put that into my pastors too. This is exactly what we're going to keep pressing, because guess what? God's in the blessing. We're in the pressing. Let's press him in. God will bless him. Let God do the blessing. When the time comes for you to lift your hands and give God praise, we're just going to be standing there and go, oh yeah, pure gold put through the fire comes out proven genuine. And this is what it is. You may be going through something right now, but don't look at it as being just the worst of all worst. Someone else has gone through worse than you. You might well get that, because they have. I've been to places, I thank God my health has been great. I can stand to lose a few. I can stand to be more athletic. I can stand to do that. But for the most part, when I go to the doctor and they do my blood pressure, and man, your blood pressure is great. I said, thank you. Because there was a couple of times I went in, it was 120/80, what it's supposed to be. And I was like, hey, that's good, And they said, and they always tell me, you could stand to lose a few. And they're bigger than I am. I don't get it. But anyway, they always say that, and I get that. But blood pressure and everything like that, and take a few pills here and there and do a few things. Okay, but listen. if the truth be told, if you watch what you eat and follow off what you eat, how are you supposed to be looking? What are you supposed to be dealing with? Your body is being, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. So God allows you to go through some things and make some things happen. And this pure gold, put it in the fire, comes out proven pure. I want to be proven pure. I got to go through some things. And just hold on. You're going to go through some things. When Jesus wraps this all up, it's your faith, not your goal, that God will have on display as evidence of his victory. God puts you through things so he can get a victory. As I tell you about Abraham, and you probably, if you didn't watch my sermon on Sunday, you should have, because you see that Abraham got the dagger in his hand. And he's saying, oh, Isaac, I got to do this. And he's got to kill him. And he's got to, and the Spirit of the Lord comes to steady your hand. Steady your hand. Relax. Don't do what I told you to do. I'm testing your faith. You've been put through the fire. This thing probably had to worry him. I tell you what, God tells us a lot of things to do, and sometimes we say, well, I don't know if I'm hearing from God. I don't know if God is saying something to me or not. I don't know what God is doing. But God clearly spoke to Abraham, told him, listen, what I want you to do. And I'm sure once the word came to him, this is what I want you to do, he has like, wait a minute. Let's talk about this, God. And when he was going to his relative Lot, and he said, what if you could find 50? What if you could find 20? All these things he had to go through, but he was being refined. He's been put to the test. Let me tell you something, beloved. We're all being put to the test in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And don't think of it as something that's going to kill you and take you down. Just trust God. God is in the midst of this. He's been with me thus far. Why won't he take me the rest of the way? Look at what verse 8 and 9 says. You never saw him, yet you love him. You still don't see him, yet you trust him. With laughter and singing, because you kept on, get this one word, if you underline this word this week, you kept on believing. You'll get what you're looking for, total salvation. Total clearance to say, God, I can trust you with anything. God, this is not going to be too good. Let's take it down from a point of view of being a parent. I'm a parent. I've been a parent for 40 years. That's something. 40 years. My daughter's 40. And though she's my daughter, and I have another daughter who's 33, those are my natural daughters, I have a close to 10 or so that are adopted, that I take on. Then I got grandkids, 6 of those. Here's what I want you to know. They don't want to hear Papa or Daddy say no. They don't want to hear Daddy say, you can't do that. The other day, my granddaughter, Peyton, we call her Pepe, Peyton was about to do something she wasn't supposed to do. And the Papa voice came out. And it says, hey, 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 hey. And that's about as deep as it gets, but it's to a little 2-year-old, that's almost 2, that's kind of like, ooh, who's that just spoke? I said, nope, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And what she did, she turns around and runs back to me and jumps in my arm as if to say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because she kept believing in her Papa to help her to do everything he wants her to do. No father wants to give their children bad gifts. They want to make sure they're blessed and have with them. This is God. He kept his eye on us. This 1Peter chapter 1 tells us God keeps his eye on us and knows exactly what's going on with us. And when you're going through some rough, tough, chewing on times, it'll be okay. Just trust him. Like that word I said, keep on believing. Believe for that. 10 minutes, I'm already done. There you go. Wow, I get talking, it just kind of blah, blah, blah. Keeps on going. Hey, listen, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying 1Peter. We'll be on 1Peter chapter 2 next week, and I hope you're ready and going through what you're going through. Just understand, you're going to make it through. Come on, gold person. You got your gold card right now, and you'll be able to do all right. I just think you will. Father, thank you right now for this opportunity that I've had to share in this 1Peter, this chapter. And I bless every word that was said that you gave, and I pray, oh God, that those listening have an encouragement in their spirit, that it's the midst of all that they're going through, and they may not be going through something, but surely you hold on, you will. But I want them to keep on believing and get what they're looking for. Keep on believing. God, I thank you right now for this time we've had together, and I pray a blessing on the next time we meet. This is Dr. Green with the Midday Blog. See you later.